gentlemen, and welcome back to Guide to Minecraft. My name is the Chaos Guardian, and today we're going to be doing some automated farms. Before we get into that, just wanted to address something quickly. A couple of you have been asking where I've been for the last month and a half, and so this is usual for me. I usually take a break from December to early January. I took a little bit of a longer one this year because I kind of just forgot to get back into it. That's my fault. But so my birthday is around early December, and then there's Christmas and then New Year's and all that stuff, and I just I don't want to try and make videos in that whole mess, so I just decided, you know what, I'll take a month break. So that's where I've been. But while I was gone, I've been doing some stuff. Why is that in there? I've been doing some lava noises? I don't know. I've been doing some collecting of sugarcane and, well, bamboo. And I got a cat. So, got quite a bit of that stored up. I've marked out where the pathway's gone, and the villagers from last episode have got their numbers up significantly, which is good. And so today we're going to be working back here, and if you see off in the distance, I don't know how well you can see it, there it is, little netherrack thing over there, that is going to be for another episode. I've got some stuff over there, but it's not for today. So, for today, nothing specific for material counts, but we're going to be building a pumpkin and melon farm, and for right now it's just going to be melons, because that's all I've got, but eventually we'll put pumpkins in there too. So, we need to make a collection system. All of the pistons and most of the stuff here we won't actually use. We're definitely not using these. But some of the stuff will be used, and the chest was just to store it all. So, we need to start off by building a bit of a base here. We've got plenty of dirt and whatnot. And so I think I'm going to build kind of a silo thing going on. So I think I want the boundaries to be probably, let's go from this line here. How many tiles is this? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We do 12 by 12, so actually it'll be 11 by 11 because the inside area, and then probably it'll do 10 by 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how I did it, right? Yeah. And then we just place the other one. Right there. Okay, so we've got our little barrier out here, and then 2 blocks in will be our 10, because this will be 11, this will be 10. So, we'll go up a couple blocks, and this is kind of where our pumpkins and melons will start being produced. So, down one level from that, we'll need the item collection system, which will run along a hopper line and come out the side here. So, I think I want the chest to come outside of the silo here. It'll be situated on the outside. And so it'll be a hopper line that runs along the inside of the area. So basically, if you think about it, all the pumpkins and stuff will be harvested, and we'll basically have a massive rail network, kind of like those ones down there, that will then eventually transport everything along these and out that way again. So let's get to it. So we have this as our starting point, so it needs to come across, and I've got grass as well, so that'll have to do. So that is the level, and this is why I have this, so I can go up and down. Okay, so this will be our pumpkin and melon farm. I don't have enough grass. Give me a second, I'm gonna go grab some more grass. I've got plenty stored away, I just didn't bring enough for our first layer here. So, now we've got this area. We need to get some water sources in here, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not quite... Let's make this 9 by 9. We're gonna make it 9 by 9. Okay. Plans have changed because I don't want it to be an odd number. So, forget how many blocks it'll exactly be, but just for reference, forget how many water sources we need for this. But something along these lines. So we'll place a water source 100%. We'll put 2 water sources, one there and one there. So we'll do this block and this block. You two can be water sources. So we'll go and grab, we'll make a bucket. And we'll go and grab our water here. Little bees. Oh yeah, that happened. Yeah, a lot of the progress that we've made in the industrial, not crafting table, bucket, in the industrial district over the last while was actually streamed live on my Twitch. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure to go to Twitch TV/Chaos Guardian TV. Twitch TV, not Twitch. Twitch.com/Chaos Guardian TV. You know what? I'll just put it on the screen because I'm incompetent. Okay, hopefully this should start turning all this into watered land. I know all the stuff over here won't because there's no water source there yet, but there will be in a moment. So, let's get the second water source. Hello, salmon. And then we will have an operational surface. So once this surface is built up, we can then get on— oh, I just jumped on that, cool. We can then get onto the good part of this farm, which is the harvesting mechanism. So we'll get our melon growing, because we're gonna need ya. Okay. We're making melons. 4 melon seeds. So bingo, bango, bongo. So we have our melons here. Right, like this. Then we're gonna put melons here. And so to harvest all of this stuff, we're gonna need observers on top of it. That's not how we put them, but on top of the melons. And then we'll need other stuff as well. And we'll use this to just kind of scaffold up for now. So observer, 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 really? You gonna do that to me? An observer. Okay, so that's all of them detected so far. So now what we need to do is set up all the pistons. And see, if we place the piston like that, it's not gonna go. What we need to do is actually place our pistons, like, if it's annoying. I'll give it that. So I think the easiest way for us to do this, right, is because of the way observers detect things, we're gonna build a grid of wood. And so wherever an observer is, there's gonna be a hole in the wood, because what should happen, if I am correct, is when this observer detects an update, all the pistons around it, all the pistons, really? This makes me angry. all the pistons should fire. So let's quickly test this by just breaking this. Yep, okay. So that created a activation by the piston. So now we just need to get all of those in place. So all the observers need to go in. Oh, come on. This is the most tedious part of the entire process, is getting all the observers and pistons in. And so I think if I can get into a crouch, it might be easier. But definitely what's going to happen is a lot of bone mealing things and a lot of getting stuff to grow. Like you, Melon. You will give us more melon seeds. We can now place more of your brothers down in these rows. So now that we have these in, bingo, bango, bongo. So each one, if placed correctly, we'll also add in a glowstone there. Will allow us to place an observer on top. Easy peasy like that. Now, the hard part is getting the pistons right. So you gotta get every piston facing the right way. So that, I think, is the only way to do it. Give me a minute, let's do a little bit of a time lapse while I get all these pistons into place. Okay, so I finished constructing all of this. And in theory now, look at all those things. Melons. If I put down our minecart, it will go, it'll collect that rail. And it should go and collect there we go. So it should now go and it should deliver all the way along. And we should see all of the bits and bobs coming out. So all these watermelons we can turn into seeds and place along the rest of the farm. Okay, I only need to do 4 more. Okay, fine. Now, once those are all in, these ones are gonna need, I'm gonna need some new wood, but I could probably just use, I'm not going to though. So this should start running, yep, it's making more. And as you can see, some of it is spilling over, which we will solve by just creating a simple barrier around it with some spruce. Blankety dankities. We're gonna go bingo. And what's great about this farm is it's up to the build height, of course, infinitely expandable vertically or horizontally. It's just a repeating pattern. So if you're wondering why I haven't filled in the middles, plants grow better if they have a different type of plant next to them. So I'm gonna place pumpkins there and then we'll repeat the thing but with the reverse pattern so we get an even amount of pumpkins and melons going up an entire stack, maybe 4 or 5 floors. Hello. Hey, sir. Die. So look at that. 12 melons. Nothing's really happened yet. We've already got 12. We're gonna break this 1 block so we can keep going up here and accessing this because we're gonna need to add in more wood. So in these spots here, this will be where the other observers go once the pumpkins are in. That will be filled. So then you can see where the last of the pistons will need to go in. But for the most part, we're just waiting on pumpkins and then I will have the ability to have a fully functioning... What is going on over there? I got a little party going. Let me go to bed. Excuse me. Let me put the shield back in my offhand. Yeah. So, I think next episode we'll probably detail it and add a couple more levels. And then we'll do that special project over in the corner. But while I run over to go to sleep here, guys, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode of Guide to Minecraft, make sure to hit that like button. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe because it really does help me out. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Oh god, really close there. Bye-bye!